Hi, I'm Michael. I wanted to carry on my freestyle learning journey thing today. So I've added skid plates to my board. Thank you so much to Tony Gale at Offset Skate Supply. These should really help with the kind of rougher ground near me. I also realised that in my last video where I was trying mroz twists or paulinos, depending on what you want to call them, technique was completely wrong. I was treating it like a revert and then late fakey front shaft, but it's actually a lot more of like a body varial to 1 foot pivot kind of thing. So I'm excited to try that and get that kind of fluid movement going. I also want to work on walk the dogs, flamingos and spacewalks because I haven't really mastered any of them yet. And I think I screwed up in the shaping of this board. So I'm going to focus a lot more on footwork until I have a proper deck that I can do rail stands on, because this one is not working. So yeah, hope you enjoy. Hopefully I'll be able to skate again soon without getting caught in a flash flood. But honestly, I'm happy with how much I managed to cover in like a 20-minute skate session. So key takeaways: mroz twist or paulinos, really happy that they just kind of clicked. Yeah, they really seemed to work after I'd kind of broken them down, and especially after that initial frontside turn, you're kind of carried through with the momentum, so the board just spins again. And yeah, it kind of lands on your feet, which is quite nice. I will say that I want to get it kind of faster and kind of going at speed. As with a lot of skating, I think having that extra momentum will help the board go around faster, but it is a bit spooky. Walk the dog, again, quite hard. I think I'm still getting used to that shift in body weight as you cross over. And it's not really like any trick outside of freestyle skating. But considering the length of the session and everything, and the fact I didn't really have a real warm-up, I'm quite happy with the progress that I'm making there. Turn-ins were harder than I expected. I think I'd done a couple of them going really slowly, like almost stationary, in my first 2 sessions, which I've uploaded as shorts, so I'll find a way to link that. But again, there's like a weird shift of balance as you turn inwards and kind of start riding fakie. Spacewalk was a fun one. I haven't really ever tried it properly before. I did rely a bit on the skid plates for that. I'd seen, especially in Sarah Parkmatot's videos, a good tip for them was kind of resting on the tail between each swing, just to get used to that movement and then string a few together. I realised it's not as much like a manual as I expected. You don't actually want to be too far in the back seat for it because the board just kind of gets away from you. And especially with the skid plates, I mean, it's kind of in the name, but they do give your tail like that extra slide, which actually means you don't have that kind of safety net of being in tail stall and kind of catching your breath. But I'm definitely keen to keep working on that. My balance is pretty bad anyway. Flamingos were trickier than I expected. I think because I'm so used to doing those 1-foot pivots, I expected it to be a lot easier once I was riding fakie. But actually it's such an alien feeling. So I'm going to work on extending my back leg to counter my upper body, and also just starting in fakie and kind of getting used to how it feels riding 1 foot. And then kick flips, I just wanted to try a couple at the end of the session, but obviously it started raining, so I was just like, quickly get some. Actually worked better than I expected. So with some more kind of dedicated practice to it, I reckon I can get them in the next session, at least get both feet on them. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to some hopefully better weather so I can do another session and see. But anyway, thank you for watching. Let me know if you're enjoying the series so far, and whether you'd prefer for me to kind of tackle one trick at a time in these sessions, or keep doing this kind of holistic, try everything in the session kind of learning. But yeah, thanks so much. See ya. Oh my God, that's so loud.